Well, Thanksgiving is almost here, and this Pete Eats episode, and I know I don't do a lot of these, but this one is pretty special because I finally got my hands on something that I had seen in stores about a week ago, and I kept telling myself I needed to get this to do a special episode on it. So because Thanksgiving is almost here, Pringles has gone ahead and has made some roasted turkey flavored Pringles, which are right here. It has the tablecloth, and it has the picture of the turkey here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to try these out, and we are going to wash these down with the second of my new Cokes. So this will be a pretty fun episode to do, I think. And I'll talk a little bit about my Thanksgiving experiences while I'm here, because why not, right? So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to open these. And the last time I had some special edition Pringles, we tried the dill pickle flavored Pringles, and they were really pickly. So we'll see whether these are really turkily. I don't think that's even a word, but we're going to go ahead and try it out. So pop, play, and eat is what it says here. So we'll go ahead and we will pop that. And we'll kind of open the top. And we'll see what these smell like. I'm very curious to see what it is. Oh. Whew. Okay. So this is definitely turkey. There is no question about it. When you open this up, it smells like turkey sandwiches, honestly. I don't know if it really tastes like roasted turkey or not, but it reminds me a lot of Thanksgiving leftovers when you had turkey for days, and as long as you had 2 pieces of bread, you were able to make a killer sandwich with it. So that's what this reminds me of. And before we get there, we're going to go ahead and we're going to open up our new Coke because... So we got this guy right here, the second of my new Cokes from the Stranger Things collector's box. So we'll open this up. Ooh, yeah. I'm going to take a swig of this first because I've been sitting on this for 3 months. So it is definitely time to finish off the second can. Oh, man, I am so going to miss not having this. I really wish Coke would bring this back. All right. Let's do this. Let us take our first chip out. We'll try and get a whole one. This is close enough. So as you can see here, it looks like a Pringle. It's not really colored or anything. It looks just like one of your typical ones. You can see if you look a bit closer. It may be difficult to see, but there's maybe some seasoning in there. But let's go ahead and open, and now that it's open, let's try this out. All right. There it is. So at first, when you chew it, it's just like a Pringle, but the aftertaste is what gets you. That's where the turkey comes in. There's a little... you can taste just a hint of spice at the end of it, but it's definitely turkey in terms of the aftertaste. Let me do one more here. Yeah. It's not bad. I think the smell is more than the taste, honestly. Get my new Coke here. Because when you open the tube of Pringles, the turkey smell hits you pretty strong. But when you eat the chip itself, it takes a little bit. I mean, Pringles, you know what Pringles are like when you first bite them into them and start chewing them. But after that initial Pringle taste, that's when the taste of the turkey really starts to come in, and a little bit of spice. I don't think there's a lot of, I don't think there's any gravy that comes with that. It's mostly turkey, a little bit of salt, and again, there are some spices or seasoning that you can taste along with it as well, just like a roasted turkey, I guess. That kind of makes sense. So in terms of Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays of the year. There are 3 holidays that I hold in high regard. There is Christmas, which is huge, and I'll talk about that one in a second. There's my birthday, which I never run away from any year. Despite the fact that I'm pushing 50 years old, I treat every birthday of mine like a major event. And yeah, it's a little bit on the childish side, but I regret nothing. And the third one is Thanksgiving. And the reason that I enjoy Thanksgiving so much, there are several. The first is that it's all about food and football, two things that I enjoy immensely. Um, I usually have a very small turkey breast and some potatoes and some green beans and soda, whether it's certainly not going to be New Coke because I already had that, but some Pepsi, and I just kind of kick back and watch some football. And there are 3 games on now on Sundays or on Thursdays, so I usually sit through all of them. And unfortunately, it's not like a red zone Sunday where there's a bunch of different action going on. These are the 3 games you're watching, so you're going to watch them one after the other after the other. I'll usually talk to family for a little bit that day. It is the one day that I'm slightly less averse to phones than I usually am. It's kind of funny. With cell phones, I almost never use them for phone calls. I almost always use them for text or for email or for internet browsing. I don't use them to actually call people. In fact, 99% of phone calls I get go directly to voicemail because I don't answer them. And that includes phone calls from my family most of the time, except for Thanksgiving, because I do expect those phone calls to come through. But the other reason I like Thanksgiving is it is that gateway to Christmas, which again is my favorite holiday. So now you start to see the Christmas commercials rolling. You start getting ready for Christmas programming. And you know that you don't have that far to go till the big day. And because Thanksgiving occurs so late here in 2019, it occurs, I believe, on the 28th. You have less than a month before Christmas Day, so it's pretty much a mad dash between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I'm definitely looking forward to it this year. In terms of what I have planned for Christmas, honestly, aside from seeing family, not much has changed. The big thing that's changing for me this year is, for the first time in like 2 years, I'm not going to be asking for a lot of sealed things on my wish list for family and friends. A lot of the stuff I'm going to ask for that's gaming related, and there really isn't a lot of it this year, is just going to be holes in my collection that are fairly common, but I don't see them in the wild. Games like Assault Rigs for the PlayStation, for example, or Pocket Fighter for the PlayStation, which is a game that admittedly is a little bit more up there in terms of cost, but one that I don't own. And it's been a challenge this year because I've been so crazy busy between work and things that are going on behind the scenes that I really haven't had a chance to really put that list together. But I'll definitely be doing that this week because there is so little time left. And then once we get into the holiday season, I'm all on board for that stuff. I watch Rudolph every year, and I love watching or seeing all of the holiday decorations on homes. Christmas music is something that does not offend me. Aside from Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You, which they play to death. Everything about the season, with the exception of snow, I am all over. I'm a big fan of. So I'm definitely looking forward to it again this year. And I certainly wish you and all of yours, whether they're friends, family, loved ones, the safest and the happiest of holiday seasons, as we're right in the gateway. As far as Pringles roasted turkey here, I take it or leave it. I don't think it's offensive by any means. It's certainly better than the dill pickle Pringles, which really kind of puckered my mouth. These are good in small doses, but I think I would rather the real thing, which I'm going to be getting in just a few days. So, thanks for watching this episode of Pete Eats. I know that I don't do a lot of these, but this one certainly warranted an episode. And until the next time, my friends, take care of yourselves and each other, and we will talk soon.